So in this video, we'll be covering the moon in Aries in the 10th house and what this means natally. In a general sense, the moon shows us what gives the individual security and emotional fulfillment. And so it really just shows the person's emotions. And when it's in Aries, this indicates somebody that has an emotional need to be active, or else they experience emotions such as frustration, anger, and irritation, all these negative themes of Aries. As well, with the moon in Aries, this is about an emotional attachment to their actions and to their identity. So a lot of times they are emotionally impulsive. So whenever they feel like doing something, they want to act on it immediately, or whatever they feel like is the right way to do things. They have this need to be able to do it, and they don't like when people put obstructions to their actions, or whenever they experience blockages or obstacles. It can frustrate them. They like to solve things very quickly, and almost as soon as things come up, they like to act on finding the solution. Also, they're very emotionally direct and honest. So they tend to express their emotions immediately, but usually through the form of action. Now, with that being said, the moon is in the 10th house, which is the opposite house than what the moon rules. And the opposition is about others. So with the moon in the 10th house, this indicates somebody whose security comes from their reputation and from their status, their position, and their duties towards others. And as well, their security comes from what others think or feel about them, because the 10th house is about how others feel about us. It's also just about other people's feelings in general, because it opposes the 4th house, which is about our private personal feelings and our personal intuition. The 10th house is the collective agreement, or like the consensus. So with the moon in Aries, which has to do with actions and identity, these individuals have their emotional security tied around their identity and what it is that other people feel about them and their actions. So their reputation and their credibility, and also how much people respect their actions, or like not so much believe in the actions, but how people feel about their actions. And as well, they have this emotional need to be active and to accomplish responsibilities and duties. So there can be frustration, stress, and unease if there are blockages towards them accomplishing their work or their goals or like their duties. Now, usually the moon in Aries shows this need to balance the self and the others. But in this case, these individuals, instead of being so self-oriented, I guess, they are quite focused on serving others, especially through their position in life or their duties. And this gives them their sense of identity. So in this case, they do need to balance themselves with others, but moon in the Aries in the 10th house indicates that these individuals, they sometimes lose their sense of self towards their reputation and towards their identity. And that's really how they feel, which is the moon, is their identity. They feel like their identity comes from their responsibilities, their status, and the emotions of others, how other people feel about their actions. So, sometimes they have to balance their own personal interests with the interests of others. They need to learn how to know what they enjoy and what is good for them. But a lot of times they have an interest in work and in success and in 10th house things, because the moon is in the 10th house, and the natural sign that has the 10th house in Aries is Cancer. So the moon is the chart ruler for a lot of people that have this placement. So anyways, they spend a lot of time on others and on their duties. So with that being said, if you learned something or you saw yourself in some way in this video, then don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to this channel for more content. And with that being said, I appreciate you guys watching and supporting this channel in any way that you do. And I will see you guys sometime soon in another video. Peace.